In this video, you will learn about the break and continue statements in C++. These statements are essential for controlling the execution flow within loops, allowing you to create more efficient and responsive programs. Let's explore how to use break and continue to manage loop behavior effectively. Let's understand loop control statements. First, we will discuss the break statement. The break statement terminates the current loop immediately, and the execution continues with the statement after the loop. It is used to exit a loop when a certain condition is met and is common in search algorithms and menu systems. Next, let's discuss the continue statement. The continue statement skips the current iteration of the loop, and the execution jumps to the next iteration. It is used to skip processing when certain conditions occur and helps avoid nested conditional code. Here's an example of the break statement in action. Suppose you have an array of numbers and you want to find a specific number called the target within that array. We declare an integer array called numbers, which is initialized with the values 10, 25, 43, 17, 39, and 52. We also declare an integer variable target and assign it the value 17. Finally, we declare a Boolean variable found and set it to false. We use a for loop to iterate through the array. Inside the loop, an if statement checks if the current element of the array is equal to the target. If a match is found, the found variable is set to true, and the break statement is executed, which terminates the loop. After the loop terminates, execution continues with the next statement. The break statement immediately terminates the loop when the target value is found, avoiding unnecessary iterations. Now let's look at an example of the continue statement. In this case, we want to calculate the sum of only the even numbers from 1 to 10. We declare an integer variable sum and initialize it to 0. We use a for loop to iterate through the numbers from 1 to 10. Inside the loop, an if statement checks if the current number I is odd by using the modulus operator. If I modulus 2 is not equal to 0, meaning I is odd, the continue statement is executed. The continue statement skips the rest of the current iteration and jumps to the next iteration. If I is even, the statement sum plus equals I is executed, which adds the current even number to the sum. The continue statement skips the rest of the current iteration when an odd number is encountered. Let's compare break and continue in the context of nested loops. Consider a nested for loop where we want to exit the inner loop under a specific condition using the break statement. The break statement only exits the innermost loop that contains it. Now let's consider the continue statement in nested loops. The continue statement only skips the current iteration of the innermost loop. Let's consider a practical example of using the break statement in a menu system. This code presents a simple menu with options for a new game, loading a game, and exiting. The program uses a while loop to continuously display the menu until the user chooses to exit. Inside the loop, the program takes the user's choice as input. A switch statement is used to perform different actions based on the user's choice. When the user selects option 3, the break statement is executed, which terminates the loop and exits the menu system. The break statement provides a clean and straightforward way to exit the menu loop when the user chooses to quit. Here are some best practices and common pitfalls to keep in mind when using break and continue. Use break to exit loops early when a condition is met. Use continue to skip unnecessary processing. Add comments to explain the purpose of break or continue. Consider using functions instead of complex nested loops. Now let's discuss some common pitfalls. Overusing break can make code harder to follow. Forgetting that break only exits the innermost loop can lead to unexpected behavior. Infinite loops can occur when continue skips the increment step. Avoid using break or continue in place of proper conditional logic, as this can make the code less readable and maintainable. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.